Here's the ingredients you need for red beans and rice. We need one whole smoked sausage. I use whole hog. One whole medium diced onion. One whole red bell and one whole green bell medium dice. About 3 stalks of celery diced. About 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic. About 1.5 teaspoons of salt and pepper mix, 3 tablespoons of hot sauce. I use Louisiana. About 4 ounces or 6 or 7 stalks of chopped green onion, 1 pound of red kidney bean, and about 1 quart of. You got a hot pot, a couple of tablespoons of oil, sausage. We're going to let our sausage brown with the onions. And as you can see, this is in a large pot on a medium-high heat in a hot pan. And I'm going to let these onions cook down until about translucent. You'll start seeing the onions turn a little clear, and you'll see the sausage get a little brown. Sausage is brown, onions are translucent. Bell pepper. Celery. Minced garlic. We're going to cook this down for about 2 or 3 minutes. Long enough for all the vegetables to saute and get a little soft, but not long enough for the garlic to get burnt. I'm going to add a few herbs. I've got some oregano and a little bitty tiny bit of sage. Probably about 2 teaspoons of oregano and about 1/2 teaspoon of sage. Salt and pepper mix. The hot sauce. We'll let that cook for another couple of minutes. You see how pretty that looks? All the vegetables are cooked down a little bit. They're soft. You can see all the herbs and the hot sauce and the color that's going on in that sausage and the bell pepper and the celery and the onion. Some green onion. My 20-minute soaked red beans, about 1 pound. One quart of chicken stock. Now this is where we're going to slow the heat down to a simmer. And we're going to cover it up. We're going to let it cook for about 30 minutes. And we're going to check on it. And then probably need to add a little water. Let's take a look at our red beans and rice. Actually, just the red beans. Rice will come later. Let's take the top off. Top's going to be very hot, so be careful. It's looking really good. The liquid looks okay now, but I'm going to add a little bit more because those beans are going to continue to absorb the liquid in there, and they're starting to look good. I can feel with my tongs that these still have a little bit of a crunch to them. They're probably going to cook for another hour or so. So let's add about a couple more cups of chicken stock. Cover it back up. We'll check it in about another hour and see where she's at. With the red beans and rice, we're going to do a really simple chicken thigh. We're going to bake that chicken thigh, and what I have here is my own seasoning blend that I'll share the recipe to at a later video. Very simple. And I have one package of chicken thighs you can get from Walmart. I think they cost me like $6. So what I've done actually before the video started is there's a little flap of skin, usually on this side, that I just cut off. It's a little extra piece of skin. And I've taken my seasoning blend, I've seasoned the back of it, because you just don't want to season the top and not season the back, because then you'll get bites of chicken that doesn't have a lot of flavor. And I've done that with all 10 of these chicken thighs. Now I'm going to come around and liberally sprinkle my seasoning blend on top of that skin. These are bone-in, maximum flavor, maximum moisture, and you actually get more meat for your dollar than you would any other piece of the chicken, and that definitely includes wings. But if you want to spend a little bit extra and a little bit leaner meat, you can certainly do chicken breast. It's just not going to taste as good. And you can see how liberally I have sprinkled the seasoning on there. And I've got parchment paper underneath the chicken on top of the pan. That's just to kind of reduce the mess so I don't have to scrub the pan afterwards. I'm going to put it in an oven at 350. They're going to cook for about 45 minutes. Alright, with the chicken thighs I cooked in the oven at 350 for about right at 45 minutes. This is what we have left. Ha, just kidding. But here's where the parchment paper comes in handy. Is since we put the chicken on the parchment paper, it's out of the oven. All the really hard stuff that would be hard to get off the pan is on the parchment paper, not on the pan. So now you basically have just a little scrubbing and a little rinsing off and washing off, and you'll be good to go. Here is the finished product. As you can see, we have nicely seasoned chicken, nice color. We have, you can't hear that, but you got a little bit of a crispy skin on the top of that chicken. You can see the herbs and all the seasoning. It's going to go great with the red beans and rice. Alright, let's see what the beans look like. They're looking really good. I've cooked these for an additional hour since the last time, and the sauce has gotten a little thicker, and I can feel with my tongs that the beans are nice and tender. I'm going to cook these for an additional 10 minutes or so, uncovered, to... Alright, finished product. Red beans and rice and chicken thighs. I have some prepared white rice, just a little water. Read the instructions. I just do a little salt, excuse me. You can do chicken stock if you want. I like a lot of rice. So, the rice, some red beans, the nice smoked sausage in there. Little green onion. Nice little chicken thigh. And I'm going to sprinkle just a little extra of the seasoning that I made on there, because I like hot sauce. Well, just a little additional splash. There you have it. Red beans and rice and chicken thigh.